The high price of being the golden daughter's shadow. When I told my dad I got into my dream grad school, I expected a hug, maybe a celebratory dinner. Instead, he sighed, rubbed his temples, and told me he was tapped out from the recession. He said he could only spare $500 for my books because his business was hanging by a thread. I felt guilty for even asking. I took out massive loans, worked 3 jobs, and lived on ramen noodles for 2 years. Every time we spoke, he'd remind me how tight things were, how he was skipping meals to keep the lights on. I believed him. I felt like a burden for existing. Then, last weekend, I saw my stepsister Tiffany's Instagram. She was posing in front of a brand new white Mercedes-Benz with a giant red bow on the hood. The caption read, "Early graduation gift from the best dad in the world. I'm so blessed." I felt like I'd been punched in the gut. I called him, my hands shaking. I asked him how he could afford a $50,000 car when he couldn't help with my tuition. He actually had the nerve to sound annoyed. He told me, "Honey, you're smart. You're resilient. You are always going to succeed on your own. But Tiffany, she struggles. She needed a win. She needed to feel special." I realized then, my strength was just his excuse to be selfish. I told him to keep his $500. I told him since I'm so resilient, I'll be just fine without him at my graduation next month. He called me ungrateful, said I was tearing the family apart over a car. But it wasn't about the car. It was about the fact that my struggle was his convenience, while her happiness was his priority. I'm done being the daughter who doesn't need anything. From now on, he can give all that support to Tiffany, because I'm officially out of his budget.